Is FEMA broke? Is disaster relief hanging by a thread? And what about the whispers about money being diverted to immigrant programs? Stick with me, because the truth might surprise you. Let's get one thing clear. Yes, FEMA is dangerously low on cash. We're talking about an agency that is supposed to be ready for anything, but right now, they're one big hurricane away from empty pockets. Without more funding, they won't be able to support future disasters, including storms like Hurricane Milton, which is looming on the horizon. Welcome to the Sunday edition of Open Views, news with a common sense take and an open mind for your opinions. So how did we get here? The government seems like an endless supply of cash, pulling money from working stiffs like you and I. Well, 2023 was the most expensive year for disasters in U.S. history. We saw 28 separate billion-dollar disasters, more than any other year on record. Hurricanes, wildfires, tornadoes, you name it, it happened. And these events drained FEMA's disaster relief fund like never before. Here's where things get sticky. Congress is at a standstill. Sure, FEMA money is not being siphoned directly for immigration programs, but federal money in general is going towards these immigrants who have temporary legal status. So that part of the debate is holding up critical funding. So Republicans are pushing back. They don't want to approve a budget that has more money going to these what would normally be illegal immigrants. So we have a Congress that is arguing over where to prioritize money. And that's left a deadlock between Republicans and Democrats. And it's preventing us from restocking FEMA funds. So we know there's limits on funding. We know that FEMA can't react to the current disaster like Helene like it normally would. So there's rumors out there that FEMA has been targeting or diverting funds to more Democrat voting counties and leaving Republicans out high and dry. So I did some research on this. I pulled the original counties that were declared in the FEMA disaster, threw that on a map, and then compared that to the political voting records for 2020 and 2022. So I can tell you, no, that's actually not happening. Actually, a lot of the predominantly Republican voting counties were included in the original declaration for states like Carolina, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida. Here's the bottom line. FEMA's broke and the clock is ticking. Congress has to act or the agency won't have the money to handle future disasters like Milton that's coming up. And while some blame can be put on past spending, and that's true, we need people to come across both aisles in order to get a deal done so that we can be prepared for what's coming up in the next few days or so. So is FEMA on the ropes? Yes. Is money being stolen or misused? That's debatable. So like I said, on one end, money is not being directly diverted to the illegal immigrants, but the Democrats are playing a lot of games here. They are spending quite a bit of money on illegal immigrants, letting these people come across the border, and paying for places for them to stay, paying for schools. So money that could be diverted, could be used, dedicated to FEMA to give Republicans a better feel on the budget, that we're not overspending. If Democrats would be willing to meet in the middle a bit on this, I think it would be much easier for Congress to agree to a deal and for FEMA to replenish its funding. Stay informed, stay engaged, because this affects us all. Like, comment, and subscribe to get the latest updates.